When I called Wagner to buy our machine, he ended up coming to check out the space. The Audaces team tried to figure out if we could fit the machine on the ground floor, but it didn't work. The machine needed to go to the first floor. Then we broke down the wall. A crane came on a Sunday since we needed to close the street, and it lifted the machine in 2 stages. It turned out that the people who assisted us had a lot of experience. It was an adventure. Everyone here had a good time. On the same day, we closed, and on Monday, the Audaces team was there to train us. That same week, we started operating the machine. Aspen has been in business for 26 years. I've been in the clothing industry for 35 years, and 26 years ago, I decided to switch from women's fashion to whitewear. I've been an Audaces customer for about 16 years. We decided to automate it due to the lack of cutting operators. The few we could find weren't very skilled. There were many complaints from the seamstresses about the lack of notches.
We had to plot all the marks, regardless of the size. Even if it was only one size, as it was when we did it manually, we still had to plot it.
I worked for a long time with paper pattern making, where we would draw and draw. When you do it by hand, it's easy to forget the notches, and the machine, it doesn't forget any notches. So the sewing quality is much better.
It's perfect. You can't say things like, the notch is missing or the markings are wrong. There's no way. Manual work would often lead to errors, so it wouldn't turn out right. In the cuts, when Nice usually does it, we make some markings that, before, were not possible if it were done manually.
The marking is flawless.
The machine does the markings automatically, so it cuts as well. This means we don't risk wasting any material. We use almost 80 to 90% of it.
To create the markings, we simply select the option, and in a few minutes, everything is ready. You don't waste any time. The pattern and marking are ready. With a production run of 5,000 units, we have plenty of extra time. Everything is so fast. We used to have a cutter who spent 70% of his day cutting. In the rest of the time, he was spreading. Today, the supervisor can do the same job in just an hour.
That leaves me time to help with both cutting and other tasks.
In your daily work, you might think, I wonder if we really need a machine that can cut thousands of units a day. But in reality, you do. It's so fast, the machine is ready in no time. But I thought Audaces was just for big companies. I didn't think we could afford this machine. Wow, how much is the machine? I can't afford it. And in reality, financially speaking, it's possible. Audaces offers a deal where you make a down payment and the rest is spread out over several months. And it didn't take long for the machine to pay for itself.
I'd say the best investment Nice made in machinery at Aspen was this one.
And it ends up being my right hand.
I can count on it for everything related to cutting, time, everything.
It's a priceless investment.